So if I was buying the van again, I would... It comes with a tiny little kettle. So this is one of the things we went to Consort for. They fitted.
Sleeping.
The biggest crime would be to make these sweet.
Yeah.
What the heck is this? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, lovely.
The city covered an area of around 173 acres. Had a Our first traffic jam. Oh, watch these little buggers that like to nip in. The state of British roads. Just awful, this section, isn't it? Clunk, clunk, clunk every 5 feet. So this is a whole new trip for us. We're off today to see our friends Getaway Geese. That's Stu and Jane. And then we're also going to be meeting up with another channel, which is Tim and Claud from A Dog a Day. And they're either going to be taking us to see frogs or adders. We're not sure yet, it depends on the weather. Looks like it's just going to drop out of the sky, doesn't it? Amazing. Yeah. So it'd be time for your lunch, bunny. This one is yours, the opposite services. So I've gone for a tuna niçoise salad and an apple, and Bunny's gone for
King prawn poke bowl. It's got red cabbage, seaweed, crispy onions, avocado and rice, and a yuzu soy dressing.
Okay, we'll enjoy this and then we've got to get out, haven't we, because we're a bit behind schedule.
Well, we had a bit of a hold up with traffic.
Yeah. We spent that night with Getaway Geese, Stu and Jane. Always good company and great fun, but sadly the cameras were off. After a relaxing morning chatting, we finally got back on the road. Now, some of you have been asking, what does Carol post on Buy Me a Coffee? Well, here's an example. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel.
We just wanted to come on and thank everyone who's bought us a coffee.
Yeah, thanks very much.
It's very much appreciated. And here's a little update of what we've been up to while we've been home in between our trips out in Snoopy.
Yeah, thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next one.
See you soon.
The afterglow of this daily war, I need so much more than just holy water.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
This station is Haywards Heath.
Well, this is unusual for us. We're on the train and we're off to the theatre.
Moves over.
Don't worry, it's only a 5-minute train journey. For those of you that have been watching us for a while, you'll know we like to follow an outdoor theatre troupe, the Lord Chamberlain's Men. And tonight they're performing in Burgess Hill, West Sussex. Can anybody guess what play this is? Now, before you hit the keyboards, this is a private video just for Buy Me a Coffee subscribers, so you won't be able to leave a comment in YouTube. But if you guessed right, please do let us know in the Buy Me a Coffee app. Enjoy the show? Yeah, it's really good,
Very
wasn't
good.
it?
Very cold.
You got a bit chilly towards the end.
Yeah, it was.
But it was nice to see Hamlet again.
Yeah.
And relive the story. I could just about remember it from, well, not from school days, but from when I'd last seen it.
Right, get some Chinese now.
Was the picnic not enough for you then?
Yeah, I want some quarter crispy duck. That'd be nice with some pancakes.
I thought he said he was going to have a quarter crispy duck, but here we are, both sat having sweet and sour chicken Hong Kong style. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that little update. As you can see, we're out again in Snoopy, currently staying on a CL. I'll be posting some photos shortly in the blog to update you where we are. And thank you again for all the coffees.
Buy me a coffee really helps to offset the costs of doing these videos. So if you want to help us out, then head over to the link. There'll be a link in the description and on our About page. This is Wroxeter, Roman city. It's located in Shropshire, England, and it was one of the largest and most important Roman settlements in ancient Britain. The city covered an area of around 173 acres, had a population at over 15,000 and made it comparable in size to the city of Pompeii. The site started in the mid-1st century AD as a legionary fortress for the Roman conquest of Wales. The most prominent ruin is the old work, a 7-metre high surviving basilica wall, the largest freestanding Roman ruin in Britain. Carol standing at the entrance gives a good indication of its scale, and the fact that it's still standing shows just how good they were at construction. A large section of the city's public baths has been excavated. A Roman townhouse has been reconstructed, but unfortunately it was closed when we were there. It's well worth a visit. Physically the site is quite large, but it's not a great deal to see, so it won't take long.
We had a short but enjoyable visit to Wroxeter Roman City. It was interesting to see the bathhouse there. Now we're heading off. We're meeting up with a dog a day tomorrow, so we want to find a park up in Cannock. We're going to have a look now while it's daylight so we can find somewhere that we can arrive late tonight.
We're checking out the local industrial estate in Cannock. Can always be a good place to park up for a single night. As long as you arrive late, leave early. And we're being very careful to note the locations of any CCTV cameras and of course the parking restrictions, so we don't want to fall foul of any of the businesses. Well, there were certainly places we could stop, but none of them really took our fancy, and we think we can do better. So we're going to press on now. There was a space before, but I think it's gone.
There's space there.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
We're in. You're going to reverse in?
This will do us for a while until we move off and park up for the night. All depends. We might need to move off from here if we gets a bit weird. We've been told that these car parks have less than salubrious activities at times, so we don't want to be here if that's going on. So we had a great night out with Stu and Jane from Getaway Geese last night. It's unusual that we go out on a launch night for a video. So last night we didn't get a chance to do any of the comments, so we're sat here now desperately trying to catch up with all your lovely comments, so thanks very much. Ellie from Wizard in the Wild painted this lovely reminder of Little Red for us. Gee, there's our Life is Too Short picture up on the wall. So I vote we have some noodles tonight, just a simple...
Yeah,
I just fancy Chinese noodles.
not that hungry, so
No.
it's nice. We had a late lunch.
We had a late
and
lunch.
we had breakfast.
Yeah, so
Good. Yeah, I used to like noodles.
we'll park up,
And,
play a game, and
yeah,
then
early night,
get up early and go to meet
dog a day.
Dog a Day.
Just hoping we can get to the bottom and not get something pop on our heads.
Yeah, but overall, I'd say we've been entertained by the roads out here, haven't we?
For the love of God.
Last one, promise.
So shall we print onto the cloth that we picked up with the paint?
Yeah, go on then.
The artifact was like an old printer's block, covered in symbols.
Come on, see if there's something else.
What you got?
Lily O'Brien's Mega Milk Chocolates. Giant.
Ah, these were from Willie.
Yeah. One of our
Honey.
subscribers, Willie, sent us some Lily O'Brien's chocolates all the way from Ireland. I'll try one of these.
Very kind of you, Willie. Thank you very much indeed for sending them. We really appreciate it.
Really kind, thank you.
Get them
Try and
open,
get in.
lady.
Oh,
it.
sorry, can't have it.
Oh, look at the size of them.
Yeah, they're 40% cocoa, so they're good for you.
Delicious. The hunt is on. Here we go. Already plenty of people here. Look.
Yeah, Sunday morning, there are going to be lots of walkers on a lovely day like this. Beautiful. So lucky.
Well, we couldn't have asked for a better day to go adder spotting with Tim and Claude. And very soon they rolled up.
And they'd be in the really bright sort of combat mating colours. But unfortunately, because it's been cold and wet, I think they've been behind, so I think they've been miserable.
Oh, do you mind us filming?
Oh, gosh, no.
No, I was going to say, we're only going to do it a little bit, but...
See how the experts do it?
The experts. It is muddy, yeah.
Yeah,
so they'll be a bit
splotchy.
drab,
Yeah.
assuming we see some. I think we will.
Yeah.
That out this area there is pretty good, but I think we'll head straight over to a little spot. In the
To
middle
Adder
there.
Central.
Yep. Where they're all... Now, I think they will have been on the move, though, so they won't be quite as easy to find as they are sort of early spring.
It wasn't long before Tim spotted something.
When it gets a bit warm, they don't have to lie out in the open quite so much. You can what we call mosaic bask, so they bask in like dappled light, which makes them a lot harder to spot. It's much safer for them because they're much less vulnerable to predators.
Yeah.
But it's not so much fun for us because they're harder to see.
No, exactly. Tim has had a lifelong interest in reptiles and particularly snakes, and it's going to be fascinating to learn how to spot them. Claude is not so keen, and so she just has to put up with Tim. And for us, well, it's a little bit spooky walking around in this grass knowing that there's adders everywhere. What are you eating?
Around about 8 vole-sized meals a year.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, females don't eat at all.
Oh, blimey.
So they won't eat at all for the year, which is why they don't breed every year.
Yeah.
No. They don't eat much, but then they don't do much.
No, that wouldn't suit me.
8 vole-sized meals a year.
Oh, yummy, yeah. This is a herper, A herper is a person who loves looking for snakes.
Have you got one in our side?
Yeah.
When the sun's on you, it's lovely and warm, isn't it?
Oh yeah, oh that's a great one.
Where's his head? Oh, is it laying on? Oh, there it is. It's just in us, yeah. Yeah.
That's a lovely shot.
Is that just one? Because that looks very big. I don't know. It's not another head in the centre of the coils, is it? Watching this back now, it's clearly obvious that it was two, but I couldn't see that in the viewfinder at the time. No, it's not. It is, isn't it? There's two there. Now, I was worried my voice would scare the snakes off, but apparently they can't hear. They've got no ears, but it's vibrations that they detect. At first, it was very difficult for Carol or I to spot these snakes, but as Tim and Claude pointed more out, then we began to recognise the telltale signs. It dawns on us that you could be right next to a snake without even spotting it. As long as you're still, then it doesn't matter, but as soon as you move... Yeah, there you go. So where there's one, there's often another nearby.
Looks like that's the activity over. We just settled down to. We do like doing nothing. Snakes.
Yeah, it's a big one, that. Oh, there he goes again.
It must be weird walking one way and seeing the rest of your body going the other. Well, we're really grateful to you both for showing us these snakes, because on our own we would never have seen them at all. He's off. Yeah. And all it took was walking very carefully through this undergrowth. Yeah, he was coming back out then. I suppose, I mean, it's their dilemma for them. When they sense something, they don't want to move initially too much because they could become prey themselves, couldn't they? Meanwhile, all the passers-by think we've lost our football. I must say, I was rather jealous of Tim's big one, and he had a monopod. I thought this was snake skin, but Tim says it's a honeycomb. There's one. That's one, isn't it?
That's a female, small female. It's right in there, look.
With a ladybird by it.
Spicy cat.
And with that brief success, we decided to call it a day and go for lunch. Thank you, Tim and Claude. That meetup was fantastic.
Your golden smile, feel of 1,000 kisses. Oh, please stay a while. I reach up to hold your sunlit face. Feels like a handful of silk now. I'm in your warm embrace. Oh, I hope this feeling lasts till the oceans turn to glass and the world around us turns and fades to black. Together we'll hold back the sun in this moment, forever young. Against the stream of time we'll run, baby. We'll hold back the sun.
It's 7:30 p.m. and we've arrived at Consort nice and safe, and we're going to settle down, watch a bit of YouTube and have something to eat.
The bus is leaving at 10.
When we met Tim and Claude today, they kindly gave us some Staffordshire oatcakes, so we're going to try some of those tonight. So this is what they look like, and I've put one in the frying pan, and Ken's going to have some ham and mustard, and then a slice of cheese. And did you want another oatcake on the top?
Yeah, make
and
it
I'll
a sandwich.
flip it, so we'll make it like a sandwich.
Yeah. Ooh, that looks the business. Yummy, thank you very much. I said the biggest crime would be to make these sweet, didn't you?
Yes, don't put jam on them.
Don't put jam on them or something.
So you've got ham, cheese and mustard.
Yummy, savoury, hot.
Never had them before, have we? So
No.
they taste good.
Very good, yeah.
Yeah,
Lovely.
yeah. I think Claude made them.
Oh, did she? She made them.
So yeah. So,
Thank you, Claude. Thank you very much. Cheers. So what you got in yours?
same ham, cheese, and there's just no mustard.
No mustard. Delish, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah, they are like a pancake.
Yeah, delish.
Oh, really tasty.
Up in about a reasonable time of day, and we're off to explore the city.
Singapore, brace yourself, we're on our way.
It's not the quietest venue, but it's really great that you're able to park outside if you need something doing. Well, the guys are working on the van, and we could sit in there all day if we wanted to, but we thought we'd come out into Leeds and see what we could see. What a perfect day for a walk around Leeds. Keep close into the building and it'll protect you.
Sweeting.
Well, the weather's been very interesting this year. Any port in a storm. We don't do coffee shops very much. I know people like them, but I don't really see the attraction, to be honest. Maybe that's linked to my working in the pub trade, because I don't really like pubs that much either. We're having various bits and pieces done on the van, and they worked on it all day, but ran out of time. So we're going to stay another night, and they can finish it in the morning. The inverter's all in. They're just wiring up my Jackery in the boot. Excellent service as usual. Everything's done, and now we're off. Let's go to Scotland.
Turn left.
Well, we've just left Consort Motorhomes. We're heading up the M1 to see how far we get today, heading into Scotland. The plan at the moment is to stop at Bowes for a cup of tea. Well, a slight change of plan as time's getting on. We're going to stop at the next services, which are in about a mile, I think, if they were signposted.
Is it this exit?
Yes, let's see.
Wait, so I can't see it.
Nothing on the road. Yeah, leaning bar. Just going to stop here and just have a cup of tea and a bit of a rest.
Turn right on a 684 Glendale Road.
So this is one of the things we went to Consort for. They fitted an inverter in there, as you can see. That's where my Jackery used to be, but I've had the Jackery moved to the boot. And that's given us mains power. This is the switch to activate the inverter. If I press that now, see a little yellow light, green light comes on. And I've got a 13-pin socket just here on the floor, and we've now got another 13-pin socket here. So the top one is the inverter, and this is if we're on mains. Here comes your tiny little kettle.
Stinky little kettle, but it's
perfect for two.
Fine for two people. It's 0.85 of a litre.
Yeah,
so it'll do
two cups for us. We're predominantly just two people, aren't we?
I don't know why I've lifted that up there.
No, you don't need to do that anymore.
the top one.
Yeah. Yeah, we wanted a kettle that's limited to the 1000-watt limit of the inverter. The inverter can deliver a little bit more than that for a few seconds, but we just want to keep within the limit. And if there's 4 of us, then we'll heat the water a different way.
It's not a handle.
User error, mate. You've got to check it. You're responsible for making sure the piece of equipment is ready to rock and roll.
What would you like, tea or coffee?
I'll have a cup of tea, please. So you're setting a timer, are you?
No, I'm doing a stopwatch.
Stopwatch. For 2 cups of water.
Go.
So we'll let you know how long it takes to boil. I think it's going to take about 6 minutes, 6 or 7 minutes. Which may sound a long time, but when you're in a camper van, it doesn't really matter. And this will save us gas. And it will make use of the excess power we've got from our solar system. Because our battery tends to be full almost all the time. So I'd say that's boiling.
Click. 3 minutes 34 seconds.
Wow, that's twice as fast.
Yeah, but it's only half full.
Oh, it's only half full. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if it was full, it would probably take 6 minutes.
Yeah. Well, that's fast enough for us, isn't it?
Yeah. It's probably as long as the
Our first
gas.
electric cup of tea in this van.
Hooray, let's celebrate.
We have got an electric induction hob, which we'll be bringing on the next trip. And we'll be doing a little bit of cooking, one-pot meals and stuff on the electric induction. So if I was buying the van again, I would probably not go with the Jackery. I would have gone with an inverter from the start. I found the Jackery was a bit awkward to use in the Nova in the cupboard when it was at the base of the cupboard. It's now in the boot and it's going to be a lot easier to use there. But yeah, if I was doing it all again, I would definitely go for the inverter over the Jackery package.
We've just left the services now and it's about 2.25 hours drive if we want to get as far as Glen Capel tonight, so I don't know if we'll make it that far. Looks like we're having a lovely evening here. It's lovely and sunny, but we've just been chatting to the other Windsors. They're in Aviemore at the moment and they say it's pouring with rain.
No, we don't need the chair turning round. Oh dear, sack the juggler. Got that on film. So it wasn't long ago that we were on this road, but on the other side, wasn't it? Was that on our way home?
On our way home from Scotland.
Yeah.
The last trip we did up here.
Yeah. We like it here because you've got nice long views. Wonder if anybody lives in that house. I suppose they do. Must get used to the lorries thundering past. I hope their double glazing is good.
Tonight I'm going to be making a lamb stew. To make it a bit cheaper, instead of big chunks of diced lamb, I'm going to make it with lamb mince. This has just been cooking away until the meat is all nicely browned right through. You can put in what vegetables you like. When we were at home we put swede in as well. But for this one I'm just going to put in some diced carrots, and then later I'll add some potatoes and some peas. Putting in a teaspoon of chicken stock. I've also added some white pepper. There's no need to add any salt because the stock will have plenty of salt in it. You stir all this in and then just cover it and let it cook till the veg is cooked. After about 15 minutes I've just added some frozen peas. I'm going to boil that up until the peas are cooked.
That'd be about enough, I would say. Just get some gravy granules in.
Some gravy granules.
I would say a bigger spoon than that, but
Some more.
that's what I normally put in. Put 3 in at least. And then stir it up and see what sort of consistency you have, and then after that it'll be ready, bunny. I normally make this one, so it's Charlie Brown's first try at making this. Here's the finished product. That looks very tasty and just what you need in this horrible weather we've got at the moment. It's a bit grim out there now. So what do you think of your stew, bunny? Oh, you've got your mouth full, have you?
Very tasty and very easy to make.
Yeah, it was yummy, I think. This is delicious, I think. Sun's coming out.
Yeah. So, how did you enjoy your dinner stop in a lay-by?
I always enjoy stopping here because it's nice views.
Lovely views.
And if the weather comes in, you get good views of it.
Yeah, go on, look at all the lorries parked here.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's a cafe, isn't it?
Oh yes, yeah, gosh, that's open late. Yeah. Yeah, beautiful views all around here.
Right, we just had to pull over because the sun is too bright. And one thing I really don't like about the Fiat is this. If you have that down, it blocks the view of the road. So you have to mess around with it to try and get it at just the right angle. But of course, if road conditions change, you're constantly messing with it. So I'm breaking out the Mark 1 hat with a peak, and then all I have to do is raise or lower my head if needed. Here we go. It wasn't long before the sun was no longer a problem as it dipped below the horizon. Well, we've made it to the Scottish border. Now all we've got to do is find somewhere to park for the night. Well, it's a bit nippy out there, isn't it?
Yeah, especially when you have to wait to fill up.
£109 later, we are full of diesel.
It said it would let you fill up to £120 maximum.
Yeah.
Nearly got there.
Right, let's go and find somewhere to sleep, shall we?
Yep.
Well, we're not in the Tesco car park, but we're as near as you could possibly be.
Time we get underway. We need to find a shop because we've got no
Yeah, you had a big drive today.
Yeah.
All the way from Leeds into Scotland. So you did well.
You're too busy on your phone.
Cosy.
Yeah, at least we've practiced the driving now. We can take our time. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.